The Queen will use the picture opportunities during the Platinum Jubilee celebrations to send a very clear message about her heirs, according to a royal commentator. Her Majesty is celebrating her historic Platinum Jubilee this weekend, filled with events celebrating her life and reign as well as bringing the country together. Some of these engagements will provide group photo opportunities for firm members. And Sky News royal correspondent Rhiannon Mills believes the monarch will use them to send a message to the country regarding the future of the monarchy. She told that, "I think it has been a difficult couple of years for the royal family, and so while the world is going to be focusing on her, they will also be focusing on her family and of course, the family dynamics. For the Queen, though, what I think she will very much want to do is make sure that those picture opportunities, like the balcony moment, will be her chance to send a very clear message to this country and the world that, despite everything, she has great faith in the ability of her heirs, and she genuinely believes that the monarchy is in safe hands." Similarly, Sky News royal commentator Alistair Bruce said the Jubilee will provide the chance to the Queen to look ahead at the future of the monarchy. He told that, "The nature of the Jubilee is to celebrate the Queen at the 70th anniversary of her reign, but it's also about recognizing an institution that evolves from generation to generation. The very fact that for all royal jubilees, monarchs have their families with them is not just to point out who supports them in that role, but to make it evident who is in the line of succession and that the intent is that for the constitutional settlement of the United Kingdom and for other nations who have the Queen as head of state, here is the future. In the United Kingdom, we do not have a national day, so we therefore celebrate the United Kingdom through the life of the monarch, and it is in consequence of this that because the Queen has ruled for so long, this Jubilee is taking place. We all know we are at the autumn of the Queen's reign. No one knows this better than Her Majesty herself, and she will recall, very poignantly at this time, how painful it was for her at a very young age to take over from her father when he died. I think she understands that there is always sadness at the conclusion of any life, but that this is an institution that has survived for thousands of years in different ways when passed down from generation to generation, and the Jubilee will reiterate the fact that the crown is always in a state of evolving definition. The Jubilee is featuring an array of different events, from the traditional trooping the colour parade to a service of thanksgiving at St Paul's Cathedral. The UK's signature pomp and pageantry will also be featured. Speaking about the upcoming celebrations and what to expect over the next few days, Ms Mills said, "The Queen has always been incredibly modest about her own achievements. Everything we are being told is that, yes, this is going to be a moment where we'll celebrate her incredible achievement of 70 years on the throne, but she also wants this to be a celebration of what Britain does best. We're going to see elaborate, spectacular pageantry, but she also wants this to be a chance to recognize the ways communities have come together to support each other during, and since, the pandemic. So, whether it's things like the Jubilee pageant on Sunday or the big lunches encouraging people to get together for street parties, this is going to be a huge moment, because after all the pandemic restrictions, we can finally all come together and have a party. I think for Her Majesty, it's really important that we're marking this moment together and celebrating service and duty, whether it's her service and duty to the country, or that which others have given to their community. After all, the Queen has been the head of the British monarch for longer than most of us have been alive. She's been Queen since 1952, and she has actually had the longest reign of any monarch in British history. She's likely even outlived many of the world leaders she's met with over the decades she's been in power. During her reign, there have been 14 prime ministers and 14 US presidents. And, at the same time she's led 54 Commonwealth countries, she's also welcomed 4 children, 8 grandchildren, and 10 great-grandchildren.